Once again, good morning from the United Kingdom. How are we doing today? How are you, Augusta? Thank you. I'm eating watermelon. So this is what I used to quench my thirst for juice. You know the juice you can just buy from shop. So instead of going to buy the juice from shop, I'd rather use this one to quench the thirst. So this is the big one. My children and I will have it when they come back from school. We are going to have it. So, welcome to my life. My name is Grace, the Grace TV here. I don't know if you have been following up our midnight prayer sessions for Nnamdi Kanu. And God bless everyone who has been joining us in this spiritual battle. Because a closed mouth is a closed destiny. You got to open that mouth and speak it into reality. So that is what it is right now. So I have posted, I have used his photos here, photos of Nnamdi Kanu here, as on my thumbnails to send some messages. People might be asking me, God bless you for the red hearts. Thank you so much. Thank you. People might be saying, why is she putting this? This is torturous. This is this. I know some people might not like it. I know YouTube algorithm might not like it, but we've got to spread the right information. We've got to spread the truth. So Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped in Kenya in 2021 and by the Nigerian government, and they kidnapped this man because this man raised a lot in London and gathered Nigerians to protest against the grooming of terrorists in Nigeria. So he found out that the Nigerian government has been equipping terrorists, using them to grab people's land, sending terrorists into the farms to go and buy the farm owners so they will take over the land. So each government that comes in is grooming terrorists. So when the issue of Boko Haram broke out in Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu formed a group of people in London for them to protest, asking the government to end the existence of Boko Haram in Nigeria. So he raised the alert that the Nigerian government are trying to use Boko Haram to Islamize the country, which is Nigeria. So they raised Boko Haram to make Goodluck Jonathan, who was then the sitting president, they want to make him look incompetent, like he cannot handle security issues. We did not have security issues. They created that issues just to send a message to the world that Goodluck Jonathan cannot handle it. Obviously, I agree with them that Goodluck Jonathan was a coward. He could not use his power to fight both them and the insecurities they are creating. So all he did was hand over power to them and leaving Nigerians in the middle of nowhere. So this is like somebody who is leading the battle, who is actually leading the war, and all of a sudden disappeared and said, I'm not doing again. Everybody got stranded, and that is how insecurity illumined in Nigeria. That is how terrorist groups now took over Nigeria, operating, kidnapping, burning lot of children. You can see what is happening in Benue State. How are you, True Blue? God bless you. Yeah, you can see what is happening in Benue State, how they invaded Benue State, massacred the whole village, burnt children and adults to ashes over the night and all of that. So that was what Nnamdi Kanu actually campaigned against in London, saying that they should let the terrorists go so Nigerians can live happily and fearlessly. So you don't have to live in your house, in a house where you live and keep panicking over the night every time is not worth it. So instead of them, reasoning with him and looking into the concerns that this group, Nnamdi Kanu and the group of protesters in London has raised, they now targeted him and tried to terminate his life. Many times he escaped assassination in Nigeria, and then this one that happened in 2021, they stalked him into Kenya and kidnapped him in Kenya and renditioned him to Nigeria against his will. So that is how they kept him in the DSS custody in Nigeria since 2021 until recently. I started firing Donald Trump, firing the UK Prime Minister. Yes, I started firing him, asking him why he is not saying anything about a British citizen, because Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. So I started firing them, asking, why are you being quiet over the fact that a British citizen has been illegally abducted from Kenya and taken to Nigeria against his will, and you are not talking anything about it because he's a black man, obviously. So, and then I was so loud with my complaints and calling them out on Twitter and everywhere I noticed their presence. All they did was to now plan on this sham hearing and whatever court hearing that they made a sham judgment just to sentence him to life imprisonment. So the reason this man that we are praying for every night was sentenced to life imprisonment was because, number one, he is an able man. So please, if you can, check, go and Google the Igbos in Nigeria are the most marginalized region. They are from the marginalized region. They are not welcomed in Nigeria. They are not involved in the affairs of Nigeria. They are not even involved in the decision making in Nigeria. They are only being used. They are only enslaved by the Nigerian government. So they don't have a voice in Nigeria, which is what happened to Nnamdi Kanu. If you try to speak against what is happening in Nigeria, as an Igbo person, you will be targeted, you will be clamped down, and that is how the Igbos have been. So when they refuse to fix the issues of insecurity in Nigeria, Nnamdi Kanu decided that we can't continue to live in this type of country. How are you, Dexter? Thank you so much. He decided we can't continue to live in this type of country where nobody is safe and the leaders, the government, is not doing anything to stop it. Rather, the government is sponsoring it, sponsoring terrorists, buying them the highest, all the highest arms in the world. They buy it for terrorists. Terrorists has more arms than the police and the soldiers, the military. Yes, terrorists operate as military. So basically they use these terrorists to rig election. They send them in all the polling units and use them to grab all the buses and everything. That is what they use the terrorists to do in Nigeria, and then to grab lands, oppress who they want to oppress, and use them to commit all those sort of assassinations and whatever in Nigeria. That is what the Nigerian government are using the terrorists they have groomed to do in Nigeria. So now they took him to court and sentenced him to life imprisonment. In fact, the plan was to sentence him to death by hanging. Why? Because Nnamdi Kanu exposed the plans of the Nigerian government to use the Boko Haram and other insurgencies in Nigeria to Islamize Nigeria. There was a plan to Islamize Nigeria, and Nnamdi Kanu exposed it, that they want to Islamize Nigeria, and that is why they don't want to stop the activities of terrorists in Nigeria. So they were not happy that it came out from him, again being an Igbo man. So they sentenced him to life imprisonment. Terrorists are going about sacking villages, committing heinous crime. Government, the soldiers will grab them, the police will catch them, hand them for judgment. The government will release them and then call them repentant terrorists. Then integrate them into the police force, into the military force, and they will start setting up the military, the soldiers, and start killing the soldiers. So imagine you saying that, no, this lion has repented, it will no more kill other animals, and then you decide to put the lion and the dogs and other small animals in the same room. Then the day you starve all of them, then the king will decide to make a meat out of whatever that is around it. So that is what is happening, reintegrating the terrorists into the military and the police force. Then They will keep giving information to their base. This is their way. They are stressing you people. They want to remove your base and they will ambush them and unalive them. One of my brother was a victim. In fact, till now, we haven't found his corpse. Till right now, we haven't found the corpse of my brother, Ike. He was a military man. And they sent him to Borno to go and fight Boko Haram. And that was where they ended his life. See, today, we haven't. We got the information that they were ambushed. A lot of people who went with him ended up there. The ones that managed to escape came out and raised alerts, gave names of all the people that went with them on that operation, and my brother was one of them. So till now, we haven't found his dead body. And when it happened, the government did not say, oh, let's send some people to go and trace and see if they can rescue the ones they kidnapped. No, they did not. So this is how my brother disappeared from this world, leaving children with their mother. He has about 4 children or 3 children, only the wife, looking after them with nothing. Because the government does not compensate the families of these bereaved of the soldiers. They watch them to suffer. My brother was one of them, and his family has been eating from hand to mouth. From hand to mouth. The government does not care for them. So why on earth would anybody, any sane person, want to be part of this country where the government of the country, are busy funding terrorism, funding and arming terrorists to attack the soldiers, the military, the police who are supposed to be protecting human lives, are being ambushed by these people, and the government will tell the civilians, please do not attack the terrorists. Government will tell the civilians, the citizens of the country, please do not attack the terrorists. Since 2013, I've been raising awareness, telling people there are influx of terrorists from outside the country. I said there are importing terrorists from outside the country. Everybody grab your ear. But people say, because I'm a woman, I am not supposed to be heard. Nobody should take me serious. She's having her ovulation. She's having her period. She's having some craps. I think she don't know what to do with her life. But I was given the right information since 2013. Telling Nigerians, warning them that the politicians are importing terrorists from outside the country. Because these terrorists, they don't speak English. And they don't speak Nigerian language. No, they don't. And to be quite honest, these terrorists are doing their activities, recording how they are unaliving people, recording where they are. So it's not like the Nigerian government are not aware of where they are. They know where they are, but they don't want. So they will send the soldiers to go and burn down their bases, and they will inform the terrorists, hey, the soldiers are coming. This is the way they are taken. Ambush them, remove them. Then the soldiers will the terrorists will ambush the soldiers. that the government sent to go and destroy the terrorist base. Did you see that? So government is sending them to go and destroy this terrorist base. Government will still give information to the terrorists that the soldiers are on their way to come and destroy your terrorist base. Government will inform the terrorists this is the road they are taking. Then terrorists will now ambush the government, the soldiers, and unalive all of them. This is why Nnamdi Kanu, whom we are praying for here every midnight, decided that since the government is not willing to listen to the citizens, to the cry of the civilians, and stop the activities of terrorists in our country, we want the restoration of Biafra, because we were never one country. No. We were never one country. We have Biafra, we have Oduduwa, we have Arewa. So these are 3 different countries, but the British government came and merged us to become one. So obviously we don't speak the same language, we don't have the same understanding, we don't have the same religion. We, the Igbos and the Eastern region, we are Christians. So this other side, they are Muslims. So obviously, you can, if you're following me very well, you will know the issues of Yugoslavia. How many countries are now called former Yugoslavia? Did you see that? Because in Yugoslavia has different countries that was brought together, and these different countries have different religions, different beliefs, different cultures, different traditions. So they could not work well as a country because of differences in religion, culture, traditions, and others, including language. So they all decided to part their ways. Go and trace the history of Yugoslavia and see how many countries moved away from Yugoslavia. Because of what? Because they can't agree with each other. So that is it. So this is the case of Nigeria right now. Since the government has formed a terrorist base in the north, in the northern part of Nigeria, they opened the border from the north and through that side, bringing in terrorists from the Sahel, bringing terrorists from outside the country that does not speak any of the languages, any of the 3 languages. And these people are called the Fulanis. The Fulanis are not part of Nigeria. No. They came in from the northern area and started bringing in other terrorists to conquer Nigeria. So Nnamdi Kanu used his voice to say, please stop the activities of terrorists in Nigeria so that people will live safe. So what they do, they go into a shopping center, they will bomb the shopping center, and a lot of lives gone. Some families has been wiped away in Nigeria because they went as a family to go and do shopping. Trying to do shopping, bomb exploded in the shopping center in Abuja. And the whole family become a waste. Nothing remaining. Government will go and take the land of that family that got wasted. So Nnamdi Kanu felt like, since you do not want to adhere to the cry of your people, you don't want to listen, we want Biafra. Because we cannot be part of this government that enjoys seeing the blood of his people spread on the road. We don't want to be part of a government that enjoys killing his people. You can't protect your people. They have to figure out how to protect themselves. Because that is what it happened to be. That was the offense That Nnamdi Kanu. So when you see this man that I am putting on my thumbnail with handcuffs on his back, with his eyes soggy and teary, it's not because he is a criminal. He is not a criminal. The Nigerian government are the criminals who targeted him. Why? Because he wants them to stop their criminal activities. The United Nations and all the world powers are part of the criminal activities because they don't want to sanction them. Of course, if you sanction them, they will stop what they're doing. Just for the fact that I've been speaking since how many, more than 10 years, warning Nigerians that the worst is coming, you people. Because me, I am a visionary. I'm a prophetess. I see revelations. I see things. And when I tell people they don't listen to me because I'm a woman, I made it clear. And people felt like I carried the affairs of this country on my head. I have people living in that country. That is number one thing that should give me concern. I am a humanitarian. I have that heart for people. It gives me, that is another thing that makes me to decide to carry it on my head. Thirdly, God have always been bringing the message to me. So I cannot keep it to myself because the reason he gave me the message is to send it out and save people, save lives. So I cannot even keep any single message that God sent to me because if I do, I don't sleep. In fact, the whole house will be jerking every second. Did you see that? So I have made this information open, released it since over 10 years that terrorists are invading Nigeria through the help of the government. But nobody listened. Nnamdi Kanu condemned it. They targeted him because, why should it? Because they felt like allow the women to speak. Women are not taken serious. But because Nnamdi Kanu is a man, they feel like, whoa, why would a man speak? Why would a man support what this woman is saying? They arrested him. They not even arrest him. Illegally kidnapped him. He was kidnapped. So, each of the judges that sentenced Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment was paid $30 million. Each judge. Each of Nigerians, are you people hearing me? Please, can you share this video? You people should share videos, share videos, share informations. Each of the judges that sentenced Nnamdi Kanu to life imprisonment, right, was paid $30 million. Not only that, they were given a mansion in Abuja, where Wike was doing it and was using it to gaslight them, as in, if you don't sentence him, you are not getting this house. Oh, I am building judges' houses. This is judges' quarters. If you don't, but let me tell you, judges, in the end, Wike will remove all of you and take back the houses. Yes, just for your information. Each of them was paid $30 million, but Nigerians are starving. Nigerians are suffering. Nigerians are going through what is called abject poverty. The government don't care. The government derives pleasure in spending the whole foreign aids given to them by the United States, the whole money made from our natural resources, all the taxpayers' money, all the money they are illegally collecting from people. They enjoy spending it on terrorists. Grace Chinenye, how are you, darling? They enjoy spending it on terrorists instead of using it to look after the citizens. They can never create proper job. If they notice you are doing something good to boost the economy or to help people to live, they will look for a way to crash it. All they implement is measures to make people poor in Nigeria. Measures to make people poor. So why would you, as a normal person, want to live in a country where the government is making life ungovernable for everyone? That was why Nnamdi Kanu now decided to agitate for the restoration of Biafra. Where in the world is it said that self-determination is a crime? Where? It is not a crime, obviously, but because he is an Igbo man. Igbos in Nigeria are not allowed to speak. Igbos are not allowed to speak. On the 20th of October 2020, that they claimed Nnamdi Kanu instigated violence that ended lives in Nigeria. The youths marched out en masse to protest, and they blocked the whole toll gate. This is them speaking in a large number, saying, end police brutality, end SARS brutality. Because police will just come, they set up terrorists in the police SARS and call them SARS. What they do is they target young men, abduct them and kill them. Say, oh, they are Yahoo. But terrorists are in the bush. You made life comfortable for them in the bush, providing them all the dangerous arms in the world. They are ending our soldiers. You did not stop them, but you see young men on the street. Any young man that is doing well, you're going to work. In fact, you can't even drive a good car in Nigeria now. It is forbidden. If you are not a government official and you are driving a good car in Nigeria, you are a threat to them. They don't want you to do better than them and their children. So these are the clowns we have in leadership. They are the clowns, the evil people we have in Nigeria. You cannot drive a good car in Nigeria, because if you do, then police will come out to say, oh no, you are this, you are a Yahoo, and then they will grab you and end your life. So this is what the youth marched out, because everybody becomes scared. Social media is here giving money to people anyhow, and then you will not come to say they are Yahoo. Money they put all their efforts to make through social media. You will not come out. You come out to attack them, saying they are Yahoo. And you keep wasting the lives of innocent young men and young women. These people marched out to the toll gates. What did the government do? Did the government actually care to listen to them? No, government did not care to listen to them. What the government did, Tinubu ordered the terrorists in the bush, armed them with the military uniform. Go and check in the bush. You will see that the terrorists living in the bush are all wearing the military, the Nigerian military uniform. Go and check it, please. Even the herdsmen, they turn. I have a video that I will post. If you're not subscribed here, please do it right now so you don't miss anything. I am going to post the video now when I finish this. So you will hear, even though you can't hear what the man is speaking because he's not speaking any Nigerian language, he's not speaking English. You will hear him saying to the masses, because it was translated, that they don't use arms. What the herdsmen used before to walk is just those sticks they use for the their whatever. Yeah, the cows. That's all they used before. Before, we used to be very friends with them. Sometimes we would even go out on a hunt just to look for the herdsmen and play with them, because we like the way they move their cows, and that makes it's kind of fun. But now you can't even go close to them, because if you go, they will think you are targeting them because of how the government has rubbished the system. So this guy was speaking clearly and saying that they don't use guns and that their cows does not give birth to guns. That it is the government who located them and armed them. Thank you, Real Biafra TV. God bless you. It is not a crime, and that is why the United Nations made a fend. When I mean fend, it's like on their lips. It did not even cross their lips. It didn't even touch their teeth. It did not touch their tongue. Just on their lips. Release Nnamdi Kanu before this date. No, they were bribed. When they said it, Nigerian government push money. So basically, all of them were kind of using Nnamdi Kanu to make money. So when they want Nigerian government to come and recognize them, to come and give them money, they will now go and make an announcement, release Nnamdi Kanu, and then Nigerian government will go, hey, what do you want? You want oil well? We'll give you oil well. Nnamdi Kanu is like their calamity. Their calamity. So you will hear where that herdsman was saying it. He said it's the government that located them in the bush and armed them and was telling them to kill farmers. They will tell them the farm they should go. And they should go there with their cow. And if anybody come, I'll kill the person. This is how herdsmen became terrorists. These people were never, ever terrorists. Nnamdi Kanu said it during his broadcast. So everything they were doing to Islamize Nigeria was exposed by Nnamdi Kanu, and that was never good for them. They did not like it. They now started targeting him. I was the woman that gave the prophecy in 2021 and told Nnamdi Kanu, please do not embark on that journey you are going. You want to go for a journey. I was in my kitchen here and was doing my dishes when this message came with a very heavy shock, electric shock on my body. I left it to go and release the message. I said, please, anybody that knows Nnamdi Kanu should tell him they will call you for a meeting. United Nations want to speak with you. They want to have a meeting with you regarding your agitation for Biafra, and now we want to look into it. Don't go. I said I said it as the gods released it to me, that if he go, he will not come back. And that is what has happened today, because they did not listen to me. They did not consult me, but it happened. But is that the end of the matter? No. I want you to know that this man we are praying for every night did not commit any crime. Please. When you are seeing him on that handcuff crying, he is crying because injustice is ruling. He was crying because injustice seemed to be winning. Where is the Lord God of Chukwu Kabiama? The Lord God of thunder, the Amadioha of our land? He will rise. He will fight for Nnamdi Kanu. Everybody will know, and it's gonna be terrible. I am speaking from that same kitchen where God gives me message that the Lord says he will arise, that he is fighting for Nnamdi Kanu, but the end will be disastrous. The end will be disastrous, whereby every one of them will like, we could have left this guy on time to avert all these problems, but it would be late. Had I known will come in the end of this battle, had I known it's coming, so you know why they tagged him a terrorist. He did not commit any crime. Nnamdi Kanu has never released any bullets. These people formed a gang of terrorists around the whole Nigerians. Nigerians, if you're not aware, I want to bring it again to your ear, because I have said it long, long ago that terrorists has covered Nigerians, but they did not listen to me. Nnamdi Kanu raised his voice to add to mine as a man, because you people listen to men, you don't listen in Nigeria. Women are not valued. So in case you're not in Nigeria, you're watching me, so you know. Women are never valued in Nigeria. Okay? Yeah. That is why you can never see a woman in any highest position, any toppest position in Nigeria. They will not allow a woman to occupy it. No. And that is why calamity is falling on them. I told you people years ago that terrorists have surrounded you people in Nigeria. You thought it's a lie. Go and do your research. There is no state in Nigeria that terrorists are not operating and killing people. There is no state in Nigeria where young men are not being kidnapped all of a sudden. They will just create one big chaos and start arresting young men. Go even inside the shop. Look at this fish magnet that was just killed recently. It's one of the terrorists formed by the Nigerian government that killed fish magnets. Yes, it's one of them that killed fish magnets. Share this video. Share this video, and if this is your first time, don't leave without subscribing. Go ahead and subscribe, because we must bring this gospel of injustice of the Nigerian government into the ears of the world. It is true. It is good for you to hear, so that you don't get anybody to deceive you and say to you, Nigeria is a safe place to go for tourists, for holiday. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Did you not see an American soldier that just traveled home to go and see his family like once in 10 years? And did he return? No, he did not return. They killed him, kidnapped him, and killed him. After collecting ransom, they killed him. Harrison Wansiu, or whatever his name is, go and check the job he's doing. Is that his job? Was he supposed to be doing what he was doing, or what he's still doing? No, because of what? This is a country where the government has failed its citizens, and now forcing the citizens to put measures to protect themselves. Kidnappers has occupied the whole of the eastern region or southeast region, kidnapping people and requesting a whole millions of money for ransom. Did you see that? These are the terrorists formed by the Nigerian government. Majority, about 99% of people in power today in Nigeria did not got it through election. They rigged their way through. Are you people going to continue to allow the Nigerian government to distract you using Nnamdi Kanu? Using the injustice against Nnamdi Kanu? You can't continue to do that. We got to make people know the truth. Why they are using Nnamdi Kanu to distract you? They are moving money out of the country. They are funding more terrorists. President Trump just raised concern of terrorism in Nigeria right now. And look at them. Hey, why is these people talking about this? That's why this man, so. You are not even concentrating or focusing on dealing with the concerns that President Trump raised. All you are focusing on is who are the people talking about it that made them to know about it. So you don't want the world to know that you as a leader, as a politician, is terrorizing your people. You don't want the world to know about it. They don't want the world to know about it. So they have been so... Why? Why did they tell President Trump? Why did they do this? But you know that your people are not safe. You can't do nothing. You refuse to do nothing. Have you seen a president that have never stayed in his own country for as in 1 good week? He is flying from Jerusalem to Jericho. In the end, with nothing to show. The more he flies, the more terrorists strike. You are flying to go and buy the highest arms, give to the terrorists to massacre Nigerians, because you want to live there alone. You are flying about to run away from the facts, in fact, from the truth, that Nigerians are not safe. And when people talk about it, The next day, you hear a knock. Because of that thing you said on social media, you are under arrest. This is the kind of, system that people found themselves now, that people had no choice than to manage. So in Nigeria right now, I'm talking to you. So in case you want to go to holiday in Nigeria, so you think twice, share this video so you don't become a victim. When they kidnap you, they will never release you. You will pay all the money in this world. They will never. Did you see when they kidnapped an American? Yes, America did not exercise any atom of weakness. Why into the terrorist base, destroy everybody and take their person out. They got the man out alive without even permission from the Nigerian government. Go and research this thing now. Go to your Google and check it. How America rescued their own from the Nigerian terrorist base. Nigeria landed there overnight, scattered everywhere and take their person out. If they kidnap you, nobody will come for you. Just in case you don't trust your country. Yeah, if you don't trust your country. Again, I believe that because that person was a white person. I don't think America could have done that if it was a black person. Because the soldier who was kidnapped and ended and killed in Nigeria was a black man. Yeah. It took them many days before they killed him. America did not intervene. But the white man that the terrorists took, America came immediately and took the man out and killed everybody there. Nnamdi Kanu is a British citizen. Was his judgment just? No. Why did the British government not even talk about it? BBC has been so cruel that they can never, ever be on the side of justice. Not even for real persons, like the people they see as real people, like white people. You talk of a black man like me and you. No. BBC News is the most evil gangs on earth. The most evil people. Of course. All they want to hear was that, now they can, in fact, they wanted to sentence him to death by hanging. And we say, you people want to try this? Try this and let Nigeria burn. Of course, they know that that will be the end of Nigeria, because how many? You will now kill all of us. You want to kill him because of what? They just went and picked up. In fact, they wrote a script and gave to a whole judge. Studying in Nigeria now is a sham. You don't need to be that, please. Because it's all about who you know. They can just grab you and put you and say, oh no, yeah, he went to college and did law, and you can take the judgment. Yeah. And they will pay you just who they can pay, who they can use to carry out evil. It's no more about what you study. It's no more about your degree in Nigeria. That is it. BBC only listens, they have sentenced him to life imprisonment for committing terrorism. That is BBC. That is BBC are good to spread fallacies. Falsehood. Black Hat, your father is a terrorist. Of course, you know, you are a terrorist. You know you're a terrorist. Yeah. That's why you have the guts to call Kanu. Kanu is your savior. You understand what I mean? In fact, without Kanu, you won't be having the job that made you to have the audacity to come here and open your freaking dirty smelling guts to talk. Rubbish. Idiot. May God punish you. May your generation be wiped off by terrorists. You black hats. People like you are the people that made me to be here. I say the terrorists will wipe off your generation. Your generation will never see justice. I said your generation will not see justice. Everybody, mark this person, because the anger of God is upon you right now. And it will smash you, it will destroy you, it will grind your generation. I said, you that sit here and call Kanu a terrorist, watch it. Because you have just touched the anger of heavens. You will see it. Without Kanu, you will not be eating, collecting bribe to survive. You are living on the heap of impunity, executing it. And that God will use to measure your generation. Did you see them? When you see somebody like this, all of a sudden, boom, they get crushed. You don't know what their parents and their grandparents and their ancestors brought on them. This is what the curse you're bringing on your generation. So shall it be unto you, bastard. Get out. If you don't know how God works through women, then you will come here to come and talk rubbish. Do not allow me to place a curse on you, because I am sitting in my high chamber. And whatever I speak from here happens. Okay? Yeah. Everyone who has supported injustice against Kanu, supported injustice against me, against truth, against humans, against Biafrans, Igbos. We don't care how much we are hated, but we'll continue to do the right thing. And we'll continue to speak. As many who supported it, they will all be visited with the same evil. They will all be visited with the same evil. This clown who was here chanting Kanu is a terrorist cannot even have that kind of audacity to tell Nigerian, end Boko Haram, and ISWAP. Right in front of them, ISWAP grabbed a whole brigadier general of the military and recorded him, how they slaughtered him, caught him, how they executed him. They recorded it, they put it on social media. Till today, Nyesom Wike has not come out to condemn that activities. So when you see all these people who are sponsoring terrorism, you will know. If you don't know it, then you need help. You need help. You need help. People like that idiot that was calling Kanu a terrorist can never have that effrontery to ask the government why did they sit down and watch this man slaughtered like this by the terrorists. The same terrorist government formed, they use it to kill the soldiers. Now you see why when you're calling the police to say the terrorists are massacring your village, police will not come, because police don't have the kind of equipment, arms they have. Police don't even have that. Soldiers don't even have that. Did you see that? They want to do election in a state and APC must win. They will deploy all the terrorists from the Sahel, clothe them in military uniform, and send them to that area. Did you see that? So this is how Nigeria is operating right now. This is the situation in Nigeria, in a country where the government are the terrorists. I mean, these are a group of Yahoo men who found their ways into leadership, into politics. And did they have a job? If you bring many of them out from that politics, yeah? People like the idiot here calling Kanu a terrorist. Bring him out. Bring him out from politics, you will see he's jobless. That is why most of them, when a proper election is conducted and they did not win, give them a few months, they are dead. Because they don't have any job to sustain them. They don't have a job. They cannot reason properly. The only thing they reason is how to go through politics to grab people's money, to steal from the public, from the citizens. That is the only thing they know how to think. That is the only thing they know how to think about. How to steal from the public. They are the people who thought, oh, Nnamdi Kanu has come to stop us. Nnamdi Kanu has come and spoil business for us. They will say, this man wants to spoil business for us. Please end his generation. If you end Nnamdi Kanu, you have not end Biafrans. You people did the same to Ojukwu. Did you stop Biafra? The more you end them, they go spiritual and then raise giants to still continue from where they stopped. You can't end Biafrans. Because Biafra is a movement. We are formidable. You can't end them. The world leaders are doing like they didn't see what is happening, because each of them, their countries, just like China has made their own open, has their terrorist bases in Nigeria. Imagine in a country where the leaders are collecting billions and trillions of dollars from the international communities, from the leaders or Western leaders, to allow them form their terrorist base. So when they want to fight, they will come there and fight and do their fights. Why their country is protected? Why did you think we are living abroad here? Why did you think we are here? I am here in the UK. Why? Why should I be here? I must tell you, I have studied here and have learned this system. This system has nothing to compare to what Nigeria has. A state in Nigeria with oil can feed the whole of England for the rest of their lives. Did you know that? God bless you, my Queen Alice and Fletcher. Pluto, God bless you. A state in Nigeria with oil can feed England, United Kingdom, the rest of their lives. Why did you think we should be here when we have more than that? But come to England and see. They are doing better than the whole Nigeria put together. Why? Because we have clowns as leaders. We have satans as leaders. We have evil people. What they did to Nnamdi Kanu, no British government will do it to their citizen. No. No matter how Scotland and England clash, when it comes to fighting the enemies, they team together to fight them. Britain can never take millions from America to allow them to groom their terrorist base in this country. No, it's not going to happen. Britain cannot do it. Britain will never do that. America will not do that. But hey, check out Nigerians, dumb as leaders. They know that our black people is all about money. Just put money in their hands, they will betray themselves. Put money in their hands, they will betray themselves. Otherwise, what was wrong with Nnamdi Kanu asking Nigerian government to end the existence of Boko Haram, the existence of terrorism? Why did they want to use terrorist groups to Islamize Nigeria? Why? That was the only thing he asked. Is it not the same thing that Trump is saying? So why did you think Nnamdi Kanu has committed a crime? What have they done to prove to Trump that we are doing something to end terrorism in Nigeria, apart from lobbying to put money in his hand, promising him oil wells if you don't talk about it again? This Because these people does not have the interests of the masses at heart. They don't have the interests of Nigerians at heart. That is why a whole Donald Trump will raise concerns about terrorism in Nigeria, and all they are lobbying around is to give him an oil wells so that he will never talk again. Please watch us. Just take oil wells, whatever you want, we will give to you, but don't talk about it. We just want to end these people. Let's wipe them away. Bill Gates will come with his vaccine and say, test it on their body. Use them as guinea pig. Nigerian government will take money. Look at it. Oluremi Tinubu just announced it. We have to accept vaccine. They want to turn you to guinea pig. Change your DNA. Destroy your land with vaccine. Your government welcomed it. Your government welcomed it because of what? There have been money, 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 money. That is it. All of those people are the people who are paying. Don't release this boy. He has exposed a lot, and in fact, he will expose. And the thing, what baffles them is how Nnamdi Kanu has been ahead of their plans. Nnamdi Kanu was fighting for people like that idiot that was calling him a terrorist right here. He was fighting for us, fighting to protect you and the generation you cannot protect. And did you think he is ready to quit? I don't think so. Because to me alone, what I have said recently is, once he is once he's released, Nnamdi can return back to England or go to America. In fact, I won't even want him to come back to England, because England will not be safe for him. They will target him. They will remove him. Yeah. They will remove him and put it on something, and that is the end, because you will know that people, in fact, and one thing you should understand is that Nnamdi Kanu is from Chukwuokike Abiama. That guy is untouchable. Anybody that touches him goes down. The person that put Nnamdi Kanu in prison, where is him? Many people that supported all those evil, people that even actioned all the plans, where are they? Where are they? They are gone. You want me to mention names for you? Of course, you people knows them. They are gone. I want him to return. The reason I want him to return back and leave them and Biafra is because his own people actually joined in sabotaging him. His own people joined in giving him over, handing him over, signing, end him. His own people. Please do not ever, don't in your entire life, trust anybody in the name of leadership in the southeastern region coming out to tell you, oh, we are into presidential pardon and whatever. No, nothing is happening. Nothing is happening. That is why every well-meaning Nigerian, Biafran, should continue to share posts, continue to highlight on your timeline every day. Say no to injustice. Free Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We should not allow social media to rest. This should be the national anthem. This should be the social anthem. God bless you, Rick. God will bless you. They sabotaged him. Why are you going to continue to fight for people who continue to sabotage you, who want to end your life and make your son fatherless? He has children who are 24 hours asking mommy, when is daddy coming home? And eventually daddy is not home because of injustice, because of impunity, because of the wickedness of the wicked. And you want him to continue? Without Nnamdi Kanu today, Southeast could have been wiped out. Hello, are you hearing me? The whole Southeast region, in fact, Eastern region, the Eastern region, which is the Igbos, could have been wiped out. Isn't Nnamdi Kanu? Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu's voice. This is why This is why you see that they are going underground and paying with our oil, our resources, natural resources, paying. Please don't release him. We don't want him back. Just dump him in prison forever. Just let him stay alive like a dead person. Why did you think that God will sit in heaven and cross his leg and watch that come to pass? The generation of the wicked shall know no peace, saith the Lord. Those who plot your downfall will come bending to you. When you see those photos flying around social media with Nnamdi Kanu on handcuffs, with Nnamdi Kanu crying, with Nnamdi Kanu looking pale, is because of what? That is the Jesus Christ of our generation. That is the man that God has sent to come and save his people from the oppressions of darkness. And that is why he is going through that torture. You don't want to think it's the other way around. Oh, this is one of the terrorists. They have captured him. No, he is not. He has never been a terrorist. He will not be a terrorist. He was campaigning, asking the Nigerian government, stop the killing of the northern people. Stop it. They keep killing northern Christians. And he said, you people should stop the Boko Haram because they can't do that. Send Boko Haram where you got them from. They refused. Since Donald Trump raised his concerns, how many has been kidnapped? Recently, they have kidnapped school children. School children. In fact, in the north now, a lot of schools are no more operating. A lot of children has returned home. No more school. The major terrorist that is being targeted by Trump, by the Trump soldiers, has gone to kidnap the children to protect themselves, so that Trump will not just bomb their base. They know that that's why Trump shouldn't have just issued. Trump could have just issued the warning and do the needful the next day. Because issuing the warning now has made them to start looking for a way to protect themselves, because they know Trump is the only person that is stronger than them in this world right now. They know that Trump can wipe them away if he decides to wipe them away. Now they have kidnapped the children, innocent children, girls. They will start raping them. They will start making them mothers at a very young age. They will start using them to, carry out operations. They will use them to protect themselves, knowing that Trump cannot bomb them because there are children there. But what did the Nigerian government do? Is it not the same thing Nnamdi Kanu was talking? What did your Nigerian government do after Trump raised that concern? Nothing. Nothing. Nigerian government is not doing anything to end insecurities in Nigeria. They are not. What they are doing is trying to close the mouth of Trump and continue to oppress Nigerians. In this regards, Nigerians, if you still can listen to what I said more than 10 years ago, I am still repeating it. Protect yourselves. If the government has every right to arm terrorists to kill you, you have every right to arm yourself to protect yourself from the terrorists. When they barge into your house, start fighting to survive. Even if you're the only person that survives in the family, it's better than losing everything. It is better. Of course, at this point, now, is the survival of the fittest. Protect yourself. Don't allow them to end you. Nnamdi Kanu was only fighting to protect the lives of Nigerians. He was never a terrorist. And that is what they don't want. What they don't want is somebody who is putting in measures to protect lives. No, they want to remove, they want to eliminate these lives. They don't want people coming to protect them. If you haven't subscribed here, go ahead and do it, because I will come back. We are praying midnight today for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Share, share, share. Tonight, we are praying for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Justice must prevail. Justice must prevail. Initially, I had said to them, if you're expecting Nnamdi Kanu to get justice in the Nigerian courts, you will wait until Jesus comes. And what I said is happening. Nigerian government will never give him justice, but the God of justice will come down. Everyone who is sitting on the throne of justice to unleash injustice against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will surely go down. I am a woman. Instead, I will go naked, completely naked, to swear on their head. I will swear on their head. And they will know that we are serving a living God. That God does not sleep. No. We have our Chi. Chukwu Okike Abiama does not sleep. The only thing that makes it look like he's not doing anything is because people are slumbered. They don't speak up. Chukwu Okike, calm down. This is the battlefield. As the children of God, we are praising the Lord. The walls of Jericho fell down flat. We are going to praise God. The walls of Jericho against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will fall down flat. He's not a terrorist. I don't care how many times you portray him, do all manner of things, trying to deceive people, you gaslight him, he's a terrorist, he committed violence. Look at the script they gave a whole judge to read. A whole judge was reading a script for Nnamdi Kanu. How do you expect Nigeria to victimize you, to kidnap you, and still give you justice? They will not give you justice. They won't. Including the judge that made that verdict, that sentenced him to life imprisonment, and all the judges that joined. Your generations shall be wasted. The Lord I serve says your generations shall be a waste. It shall be a waste. So if you are the daughter or the son or grandchild or grandson or whatever of any of the judges in Nigeria that's joined, you see, because of money, Judas sold Jesus because of what? Money. But did we actually see the will of God come to pass through Jesus Christ? Of course. Did you see how the judges in Nigeria are selling Nigeria for a peanut? Forgetting that the God of justice is only one and will surely come to fight for the vulnerable Nigerians. Of course, we want Biafra. We want Biafra. We cannot continue. You can't continue to live in a house where you're not valued. A house that majority of the bill in the house, you're paying it. Majority of everything that keeps that house going was from you. But you're not valued. In fact, the only reason they want you to continue to live in this house, you must not live in this house. You are like living in bondage in a house that you are funding everything that is happening. They tie you legs and hands and kept you there because they felt like you being here is more money for us. That is what they did to Biafrans. We are not welcomed in Nigeria. We are not valued in Nigeria. We don't have any say in Nigeria. But because Biafra is where all the money is coming from, they don't want us to go. You can't battle with God. You can't battle with Almighty Chukwuke Abiyama. A woman like me is calling on God and crying to God. Tell me why God will watch this impunity, this evil continue to thrive against his own. Let the world hear us. Let God hear our prayer. Let the world hear us. Let God hear our prayers. That there was no atom of crime committed by Nnamdi Kanu. Forget about people trying to sugarcoat things, as in they don't want to be picked. They don't want to be picked. Like if they come out to say the actual truth. Oh, the Nigerian government will send for them. Go and pick them. Pick them and put them in prison. Lavish them in prison. So they will now say, we know that actually Nnamdi Kanu must have committed one offense, but it's not enough. What is the one offense? The offense that is not recognized by the Nigerian law. Is that offense? Shame. People are just big for nothing. See our black men? No, I don't think I will allow my children to marry a black man or a black woman. No. Before I was saying I don't want my children marrying a white man. And my children were even telling me they don't want to marry a white person, blah, blah, blah. But now I think I found a stronger reason to encourage them not to go for any person black. No. No, it's not because of power. But it's because these people are a bunch of clowns. They behave like zombies. Yeah? They don't know how to fight for their rights. And they always betray whoever that want to fight for them. No. I won't let them. I want my children to not to grow up and say, oh, but our mommy did not even educate us on this kind of thing. You have to start educating your generation. Please. Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for his people who are betraying him, calling him names. He's not a terrorist. Whoever that is telling you Nnamdi is a terrorist and is trying to deceive you is the terrorist. They said Nnamdi Kanu sit at home was why Gulag was killed, that the IPOB members killed Gulag. It's not IPOB members that killed Gulag. It was Hope Uzodinma who killed Gulag. And Hope Uzodinma worked for the government. Gulag helped Hope Uzodinma to rig election in Imo State. Gulag went to collect the money that Hope Uzodinma promised to give him after rigging the election for him. Going to collect the money, they paid him the money and then wasted him and took the money back from him. What do you mean? We know about everything. We know the truth, but they will never tell you the truth. Oh, they are just bringing out even their great-grandfathers that died, that did not even train them, that died. Isn't Nnamdi Kanu that killed them? Look at their lives. Wasted generations. But God will prove himself God. God Almighty will prove himself the most powerful God. His anger is raged. I can see him sitting on the throne and fuming. I have been challenged. God felt like I have been challenged. But I will not rest until I unleash mayhem on those who has challenged my power. Watch it and see. If there is no more God, we shall see. I am in this. We will see to the end of it. Because in the end, justice must prevail. Nnamdi Kanu must be freed. And all the haters of justice will be put to shame. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe here. And I will see you back again. God bless you.